What up? How's it going? Welcome to the Reckless Apprentice, day 39. I'm in a much better mood now. So, yeah, let's kind of just get into it. We have some good news. Well, firstly, I'm just going to kind of just get into a brief recap of the last video I shared in the Reckless Apprentice. It was a very eye-opening experience that I shared with a lot of people about the literal, physical, emotional pain of neglect and overworking. And oh boy, was that a little bit of a tough time. It was a little bit more of a longer-winded video because I had a lot of things to share. But that's kind of the gist of it. It was a lot longer than I was hoping, but, I had a lot of things to cover, and, when you're kind of openly emotionally processing things, it's not always clean cut forward. So, yeah, that's kind of something I just kind of want to talk about. It was a little brief recap. Say hello to everybody. How you doing? I'm just going to hop into it because I'm starting to get a little bit of a flow with these videos. So, the most important thing that happened right away, after the second doctor's visit, well, actually, I should probably say when I got to my second doctor visit, I had a much better understanding of how things were going to go. I handled the electroshock therapy and a whole lot better, and I got a better massage a whole across the board, and I felt a lot more comfortable, kind of catch my rhythm, and I had a whole bunch of questions for my doctor. And wouldn't you know it, I meet him face to face again, and the first thing he says to me is, "I saw your video," and I'm like, "You saw my video?" So I was like, "Dude, sick." I love that. Apparently, the guy who bought my chiropractor's visit, insisted on all this in the first place, has recommended my channel to my doctor, and my doctor saw that video. And wouldn't you know it, he pretty much answered all my questions before I even got to ask a single one of them. So, kudos. I have a really good doctor, and I highly recommend him. Yeah, Dr. Henry, over at Chiropractic on East Hill on 9th Avenue. Hey, man, you did a great job. I really appreciate that visit and all the things you had to say. And, it was a really, really beautiful thing being able to connect with a doctor over something, about just healing. So that was really cool. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to check in about that. Kind of say the doctor's visit was great, and we have some phenomenal news. One of the questions I asked my doctor was, "Can I draw with my right hand again?" And he said yes. So, yeah, I can play games again, and I could draw again. But before we get into doing those things, I'm going to finish what I started with the Reckless Apprentice. And that's perfect because, wouldn't you know it, we only have 3 days left of the original commitment of the Reckless Apprentice. I think now would be kind of a cool time to do a personal check-in about it and then share the drawings with you guys. So I'll definitely say that when I went to the doctor's visit, we went a lot more ham on the scraping, and this time it hurt significantly more because he's like, "All right, good to see you're getting your strength back, but we're not holding back." So yeah, I did not. Yeah, that was a little bit of a, I was uncomfortable and hurt, but it hurt so good. It felt so good after the fact, the part that I was probably the most surprised about was having to have my wrist and my thumb realigned again. I surely thought, like, if I got it realigned once, I wouldn't have to do it again, but that's not the case. I'm not sure what the case about that is. It's interesting. But yeah, go to the chiropractor's, kids. That's the lesson. So anyway, yeah, physically I'm feeling infinitely better. I got a whole lot more strength back in my forearm. Given the break and the time needed has been amazing. And I feel better across the board, in many ways, not just physically, but emotionally. I feel really awesome. Emotions are fleeting, good days and bad days and such, but hey, like, this is just when you're disciplined enough to respect your body finally, and give it the care it needs, like, emotional wellness is a part of that procedure. So yeah, It feels good. I've only cheated slightly a little bit since I got the news to draw again. So yeah, I've done a teensy beanie of drawing, but not a whole lot. Um, yeah, and yeah, socially, I'm still doing pretty okay. Checking in with a lot of people, still seeing, hanging out with people. It's not really the biggest thing. Socialness wasn't really a part of this thing, but I'm just kind of doing a light check in on that anyway. And yeah, spiritually, I am like fired up. There's a lot of really cool things happening, but I'm gonna kind of get into that shortly enough. Anyway, I'm gonna share the two drawings now. So one of them is it was just draw the music, and yeah, definitely not my favorite style of drawing. It's a very abstract piece, and it was really hard for me to let it go as just an abstract piece. I was gonna try and turn it to like a fire breathing like music from like a dragon, and I'm like, no. The point of this is to be uncomfortable and embrace the old ways. So we did just that. We let it go as hard. And the next one is a little unfinished. I'll probably share the end result later on, but it's pretty cool so far. It was like if plants had feelings, and I was really thinking about ways to describe it. And basically the best way I came up with describing if a plant had feelings, I'd say marred jade plant feels restorative. So I didn't give it a face and stuff like I wanted to originally. I fell back into some old habits of overthinking it, which isn't great. Of course, old habits die hard. But there's just some nice drawings. They're still good. They fulfill the purpose. I'm following along with the prompts, and this means I only have 2 drawings left, guys. Only 2, and it'll be really interesting. It'll be really interesting to see those 2. But you'll see that next video. So yeah, bit of more of a brief video. Wanted to kind of make it kind of quick, kind of get out the door, because now is the time I really want to share something very exciting. I've been working on a little secret hush hush thing. All of this has been just a natural, beautiful step into the next era of Bitknight Designs. Yes, you heard right. We are entering the next era of Bitknight Designs, and you guys ain't even ready for it. Not even close. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited for it. I'm working all day yesterday on it, and pretty much all day today. But I definitely owed people a proper check-in, and I'm also kind of enjoying sharing this a little bit. I'm really starting to feel comfortable behind the mic and the camera, and kind of just own me, because that's been one of the biggest, hardest parts for all of this for me about sharing things. It's just kind of owning all of this. But yeah, I just want to check in, give you guys a little bit of a teaser on things, and tell you that the healing is in fact working. I got plenty more sessions with my doctor ahead of me, and I'm not going to go balls to the wall and start drawing automatically like 12-hour sessions like my doctor joked about. That's not the point here. This whole thing has been about a lifestyle shift, and I plan on fully embracing that. And the secret project I've been teasing you guys about, the next era of Bitknight Designs, is very, very closely tied to it. More on that later. But yeah. We are now on day 39 of the Reckless Apprentice, and I am not going back to the old bad ways that have led me here in the beginning. So anyway, just want to make it a kind of a quick, brief shotgun update on amazing things that are happening. The healing's working. I'm going to go see my doctor again soon. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this time, guys. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Catch you next time. Peace.